Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to all the boomers there in the population of the chat box. Markets are melting down for the fiat system right now. We'll be talking about this market meltdown, Corona and crypto. It's getting real out there, boomers, and the fear is increasing. If the virus is real or not, the fear is real. And that's what it is. Shout out to Jojo Way, 10-4, Roger that. Jojo via D Live and YouTube. Lee Banky is there in the population of the chat box. This is a multi-stream, both the D Live and YouTube. Make sure you're commenting on D Live because I am going to redistribute those lemons that we may get during this broadcast. So maybe you can get one of these little crypto coins. Better than what YouTube does. Shout out to the boomers. Markets are melting down. Fiat market is taking a heavy hit. It's one of the biggest pullbacks in I don't know how long, since the Great Recession, they're saying. I don't know, but it's certainly of concern how it's going to shake and bake and how will it impact crypto. I think this is a time for crypto to shine, specifically Bitcoin. Everybody called it, the alternative to the fiat system. Now that fiat is starting to melt down, how will Bitcoin react and sustain here in this environment? Shout out to Sky Operator. Yo. I see you guys. So I hope you guys got your hazmat suit. It's getting real. You know how I feel, guys. This coronavirus, guys, come on. But right now, it is real. The fear is real. The fear is real. So, that's all it takes, guys. Just the belief, the mind share. All you got to do is, pay attention. Look, the dollars aren't real, but everybody believes they are. And boom, they work. So whether the corona is real or not, people are starting to believe it. So boom, the fear is real. And that's just really what it is. Sometimes mind share is actually more important than what's really going on for some people. Unfortunately, everything is crashing. Yeah. Listen, we know that the house of cards has been poised to crash for a while now. And that, in my opinion, is why many of us have been in the crypto space as an alternative to the legacy financial system that is appearing like a Ponzi. Okay. So, stocks are on sale, and I would expect things to continue to go down. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that, it's Friday. A lot of these wealth managers, they don't want to be uncertain till over the weekend. They're dumping the baggage. And let's see how Bitcoin reacts, because guys, Bitcoin's been set up as the antithesis to the banks, the thing that's going to save everybody from the banking system. Now the banking system, guys, it's looking bad for the fiat out there. It's not looking good. And they're blaming it on Corona. I think this is by design. It's like, nobody wants to take responsibility. Just blame it on Corona, and nobody's actually responsible for pumping cash for how many years, okay? And telling the American people that everything's okay, that the market's booming. Guys, it's a fraud on both sides. Both Donnie, both Barry, both the lefties and the righties are not your friend. It's the bad guys fighting the bad guys. Okay, it's not, Q's not going to help you. None of these people are going to help you. This might be by design. It's all by design, Derek. Come on. These people are thinking like 10 steps ahead. And that's why when, people say, the Bitcoin was created by Satoshi to save everybody. Guys, come on. They're like 10 steps ahead of everybody. Problem, reaction, solution. Come on. And this may be by design. This is how you obliterate the middle class. Like Manarino says, if you guys been tuning into Manarino, shout out to Manarino. He's like one of the only guys that I follow that, is constantly updating us on the traditional markets. I mean, he's a crypto bull as well, but he's more focused on the traditionals. And he's been saying it, guys, the whole system is a fraud. It's a whole joke. And it's not behaving the way that they taught you in school because it's all a joke. And they got their hands on the levers, and at this point, you just got to hodl on. I mean, stocks are on sale, but do you want to catch a falling knife? Because at this point, we don't know how low it's going to go. They inflate, they deflate, they subvert, they invert, and we just got to hold on for the ride. And that's why I've been saying, guys, you can't be focused on trying to win in this system. You can't be like, oh, I want to be wealthy like them. Guys, you need the Lord. You need good food. You need good health. And you need a strong community. And this stuff won't impact you as much. Let's go ahead and check out the markets over here, Bitcoin markets, and then we'll look at the traditional markets. It's a meltdown. Bitcoin is holding the line pretty well, but let's see how it acts now, over the weekend. And I expect the traditional markets to continue selling off throughout the day. I mean, they opened up and it's sell off. You got to understand that now, whether, the virus, whatever you think the virus is or isn't, the supply chain and the whole system has been slowed down. A lot of people are not going to work out there in China, so it's starting to catch up. So forget about whether, people are actually getting sick or not. They're not showing up to work. Okay, people are not showing up to work, and in my opinion, this may be by design. It's like all the heads of all these states are like, oh, this is a perfect thing to just cash out, and nobody is left responsible. You see what I'm saying? You just, and guys, and if you didn't think that we're not in a new world order already, come on. Everybody is behaving in tandem. The Chinese, the Iranians. I mean, come on. Is Russia behaving the same way? Because it seems that way. It's like the whole world is on the same fear thing. It's like it's definitely, we're all under the same umbrella, guys. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by now, it's all under the same umbrella. Now, of course, other countries, they handle it different than others. I was watching some fear porn out of Iran, and, they're showing the news, and this guy's talking, and everybody runs, and they quarantine him, and it's obviously fake news. And the level of fake news from country to country changes. We could see it better because we got the highest production value fake news. But what I'm saying here is that you start seeing the funny bunny in country to country, and you're like, guys, I mean, it seems like this agenda is worldwide. Ebola, SARS, mad cow, H1N1. Nobody talking about those diseases anymore. Exactly. That's what I've said so many times, Nano. What happened to SARS, Ebola, mad cow, H1, the bird flu? What happened to the hole in the ozone layer, guys? Remember that one? The fact is, okay, the fact is that, the fear is real. The virus is real, whether it's physical or mental. So, just got to be prepared for it and, hunker down. I want to be wealthy, but I have strong faith. You know what the good Lord says? It's harder for what do you say? That it's harder for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than for a rich man to enter the gates of heaven, or something like that. It gets deep. So you can't chase wealth here in the physical world. You got to look at wealth for your soul, really, And again, that's not to say that you can't earn money or not earn money or position yourself to, earn some capital. But, you can't thirst for that wealth. You can't, it can't be what drives you. So many people are like, oh, money, it's driving me. Guys, no. I'm on air too. Can you come support? Says Selma35. Selma, I'm going to throw you out the box. You haven't added any value here to the stream, and you're just asking people to come support you. And if you're not talking and participating in this chat box, I'm going to throw you out. Nobody wants to come and support you just because you came here. So calm down. Over there, Selma35 on D Live is about to get sniped out. Okay, so calm down. Let me go ahead and share with you guys my screen. You can see 8710. It looks like we bottomed out there at 8,400. I've been saying if we are above 8,000, we're looking good. Look, this is the time to shine for Bitcoin. Traditional markets are melting down. Okay, the global uncertainty continues to rise. This is what built I can't even talk today. This is what built Bitcoin was supposedly built for, as an alternative. So is it going to do it? Is it going to actually step up to the plate? This is when Bitcoin should shine. This should be the time that, I can see gold is certainly an alternative to the fiat market, but let's see, all that talk about Bitcoin is an alternative. Right now is the time to shine for the bits. Shout out to Crypto Elf, CryptoZilla says dual cast. Cool. Yeah, Zilla, I'm doing these dual cast multi-streams to both D Live and YouTube simultaneous via Restream.io. If you're a content creator, I think there's a link down below where you can check out the software, and you can ask me about it. I'm using it. This is like the second or third time I use it, and it's moving good. I like the aggregated chat that I'm looking at on my dashboard that shows me comments both from D Live and YouTube. So yeah, kaboom. Let me drop bombs. And let me check over D Live. The only thing it doesn't show me is when someone throws me a lemon on D Live. CryptoZilla donated 10 lemons. Jojo Wave 10 lemons. XPO 10 lemons. Let me drop comments both for all you guys. D Live and YouTube. Let me kaboom. Let me drop bombs. There you go. I had to mute it. Let me add 50. I'm going to add 50 to the chest. Guys, head over there to D Live. I'm going to redistribute some lemons, some lemonade at the end of this broadcast. Okay? So, yeah, the fear is real. Even around town now, I see people with masks and stuff. And, what are we going to do, guys? There's nothing we could do. What are you going to do about it? Just sit down and freak out? What are you going to do? And Smoke Cane there with the Hazmat Pepe, which I thought was nice. The Hazmat Pepe. I picked the one with the champagne glass. So, Hazmat Champagne Pepe. And that's what it is, guys. Hunker down. How long is this going to be? I really don't know. I mean, a month from now, this could be all over, or, people may be in line to get vaccines, which is probably part of the agenda. It's like to normalize vaccines a little bit more and to take away liability from the heads of state when this market comes crashing down, because they're all working in tandem. You think that they're not homies, but they're all homies. Okay. You got Donnie over there hanging out with the president of India. He goes over there, hangs out with the Saudis. He's hanging around with the Chinese and then acting like they're not our friends, but he's hanging around with them more than he hangs around with you. So, I mean, it's a club and you're not in it, guys. Daughter came home from a university trip with a bad cop, and the vibe in the family's is tense. I'm just Mr. Kool-Aid and say, go get checked. Yeah, I mean, what could you do? What could you do? And, let's say that some people do get sick. My understanding is there's a mortality rate of like 1 or 2%, and usually it's like older people. So, I mean, the flu's out there, guys. People get sick all the time. People die from the flu. More people have died from the regular flu this year than this actual corona thing. But, yeah, it's winter. People get cold, but not worth the panic. But listen, at this time, it's like not only are people panicking, but the bad guys are looking at this as an opportunity. So bad guys see the opportunity. There's bad guys everywhere, okay? There's a bunch of bad guys. So they see this, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I could do this. Maybe I can sell surgical masks. Maybe I can short the market. Maybe I could, there's everybody who tries to jump on this. And that's why there's 21 million conspiracy theories. And again, at the core of it, it's just the bad guys fighting the bad guys. And you're caught in the middle, So let's go ahead and check out CoinMarketCap. Where's my CoinMarketCap? And I'll keep this one short today because my time is limited. I'm going to actually have the fam over, and I want to spend some time with them before everybody starts freaking out with this corona. 8,700 on Bitcoin, market cap for all of crypto at 248 billion. Bitcoin dominance over there at 63.9, Ether at 227, Ether taking hits, Ripple at 23 cents. Guys, I want you to see something, and I've said this before many times. Look at all these other coins, the ones that are taking hits. They're all taking hits more than Bitcoin, and this is why I've been holding Bitcoin more than all these other coins, because when things get stormy out there, okay, when the storm starts to blow over, these altcoins dump faster than Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is obviously safer when it comes to the crypto sphere. Now, is it a safe haven asset for the fiat system? I don't think so. It's too volatile right now. That's what they've been trying to sell it as, but it seems to me like people rather hold cash or gold at this moment. You'll have a few going into the bits. And again, this is a moment of this is a testing moment for Bitcoin. These next few months with the halving coming up and the legacy financial systems under pressure, will Bitcoin shine and rise up to the occasion and perform for what its purpose has been from the very beginning as an alternative to the legacy system? Liquidation Nation, yeah, everybody's it's a bloodbath out there. So let's continue looking at the prices here. SV at 219, Litecoin at 60, EOS at 356, Binance 1881, Tezos 281, and Chainlink. Despite everything, how about Chainlink? can we say that Chainlink has broken away from all the other trends and it's doing its own thing? Because Chainlink, wow, let me drop a bomb for the linkers. Up 4% today. And how about Huobi? Up 12%. So there's a few of them that, despite the meltdowns, despite the scares, they're still rolling. And how about FTX? You know, we have this in our bag. I like that one. So there you go. And, you know, Huobi, I kept talking about throwing it in our bag too. So it's like a couple of our fan favorites are here in the green, which is a good thing, boomers, which is a good thing. I see firsthand how socialists work. They said they're going to give everyone stuff, but they're actually just want to take full control. Yeah. It's about control, you know, about telling people what to do. It'll never work. You know, people complain about government all the time, and then they want to be socialists, which they don't understand. It's just bigger and more bureaucracy of a government. I see as an uncorrelated asset, but not a safe haven, says Derek. Yeah, I don't know, though. I mean, is it uncorrelated? Because, I mean, you know, the stocks are under pressure, and so is Bitcoin. Maybe not as much, but, you know, Link decoupled from Bitcoins a month back, says Jojo. And, you know, I've disagreed with you, but your statement is appearing more and more true as time goes by. So you may be right, Jojo. Yeah, that's a given. People are extremely naive, thinking government of any kind is their benefit. Of course, you know, most people want a handout. Most people are you know, been watching pornography and Marvel comics when they're adults. So it's no wonder that they are acting like children, wanting help. Okay, it's no wonder. You know, it's part of the design. You know, keep people infantile. You know, keep them acting like children out there. And Crow 777 did a good stream not too long ago, and I think I shared it about sci-fi and science fiction and how that has been used to socially engineer. Denmark and Sweden are not socialists; they are tax-heavy welfare democracy. That makes sense. Smokane says crony capitalism, socialism, same shit. Yeah. I mean, at this point, even the U.S. system, you know, when they're bailing out big banks and big companies, it's a form of corporate welfare. So it's right on along the alley of socialism. You're right. Shout out to Double X with the glasses, Jojo Wave, Cryptozilla, Derek McLean. I'm going to do a shorter stream today, maybe another 5-10 minutes. So get your questions and comments in there. And as we, you know, weather these Corona storms, it is going to be, you know, I expect, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know so much about Bitcoin, but the legacy financial system, this may be another 2008 or worse, to be honest with you guys. This may be another 2008 or worse. You know, the house of cards has been poised to fall for a while now. I mean, like I think even before Donnie came into office, people were, you know, expecting not the best, you know. Just they pump and pump and pump and the money printer and, you know, listen, last week we were at stock market all-time highs, and then just a few days later we're having the biggest crashes since I don't know when. So if that's not a sign that, you know, things are funny bunny. I don't know what is. Here's the markets on you guys. What do I expect? This is, like I said, I don't know what to expect right now as far as Bitcoin. Now, what I'm expecting as far as legacy financial system is more downward pressure. I don't think we're going to end. It's going to go down. So, you know, those that have 401ks, the retail investors out there, they're about to get crushed. Okay, they're about to get crushed. And, you know, it is what it is. I was calling for a Don Joe's collapse at 42,000. I don't know where it topped off at. But, yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I don't think anyone in here is surprised that eventually fiat is going to run out of gas, whether it's this year or 5 years from now. I think if you're in the crypto space and you've been around for a while, it's either because you're super greedy and or because you know that there's some funny bunny going on with the legacy system and you're trying out alternatives. Topped off at around 29,000. So yeah, it didn't even go as far as you thought. I don't think we're going to see 42, Derek. I think, especially this year, you know, there's powers that be that are trying to make Donnie look bad, and this is election year, so they're going to stick it to him. They're going to, you know, again, it's the bad guys against the bad guys. So you got to sect the bad guys that's going against Donnie. Donnie's not a good guy either. He's another bad guy. He may be better than the other bad guys, but you know, it's greed against greed, and everybody's fighting for power, guys. And, you know, you're not part of the club, unfortunately. You're just here holding, if anything, a few bits, and you're trying to hold on through the storm. You should get Craig Wright on the show. How I should, or I don't think I should, but I really don't care about Craig Wright. To tell you the truth, yes, mate. Maybe he should get me on his show. How about that? Yeah, I thought it would have taken like 3-ish more years. No, I'm not surprised. And when the house goes down, it goes down fast. I don't know if you were around in 2008 for the collapse, but it goes by fast. Like, 1 week everything's all good, and a couple weeks later, people are in occupying Wall Street already. Demanding things, just trying to find some land with low property tax and just camp it out. That sounds like a good strategy, and that's kind of what we've been doing out here. So, just camping it out, laying low, and, staying away from the major city. Although I may have to go into the city today because the fam wants to enjoy themselves. But, most of the time I'm out on the farms. I'm out there, picking crops with the young gunner. Derek said I was 13 in 08. Yeah, so you weren't paying attention. Yeah, you weren't paying attention. So, I was around for 08, definitely, a grown man, and it happens fast. The plug, within a week, before you know it, oh my God. And then they're, doing congressional meetings and ready for a bailout. And this may be a bloodbath out there, guys. So this is a trying time for Bitcoin. As this legacy financial system is taking a major hit, we may go into a recession. I don't know. How is Bitcoin supposed to behave? Remember, it came out of the last recession, and apparently this was the promise. This was the savior. So let's see how it behaves. Fed might do a 50 BP rate cut before the weekend is over. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, that's all they have in their arsenal. Just cut the rates and keep pumping money into the system. That's the only thing they can do. And it's just a bandage on a wound that is just gushing right now. They're like, Did I just close a title called Bitcoin porn? No, never that. I'm not. I haven't watched porn in years. At least 1 year. I've never. I haven't fapped or watched none of that. For some reason, I don't think this is a big dump like '08. I don't think we know, but I mean, it's one of the biggest dumps since '08. And again, I mean, we may not be in the clear. Look, eventually, the house of cards is going to fall. And, I think they know that, and they've been knowing that for a while. This is nothing new. They know that, and, they pump and they dump, and they already have alternatives set up. They know what the next move is, Big shout out to CryptoZilla, Jojo Wave, and XPO. I'm going to do a lemon redistribution in just a moment. So make sure you're commenting on D Live. Like I said, I'm going to keep it short today because I'm not going to dwell on the fear porn that's out there, guys. I'm still not even believing. I don't even know if it's real. The actual physical virus. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. What's real is the fear. So. It's kind of like when the hurricanes, they threaten the East Coast, and usually most of them don't even hit the United States, but people go freaking out. There's lines for gas, and people are trying to get supplies, and 9 times out of 10, there's never really any weather problems, and people still freak out. So it is what it is, guys. You just got to be prepared, and I've said this weeks ago. Just be ready. Hopefully you got your water filter. I got my Berkey ready. And I got plenty of food frozened up. I got my freezer. I got my charcoal grill. So, I can hunker down here for a while. The elite are buying up precious metals and Bitcoin. The golden age is near. I hope so, Nano. If it wasn't this, then it would be some other reason to do a sell-off. Exactly. I think this is a perfect storm for them. Listen, all these people, whether, like China, the heads of the China state, you think that, it's a different things, but they're all the heads of all these states, Iran, China, guys, they're all part of a club. Come on. They're shaking hands. They're hanging out. They know what's going on. Okay. There's the heads of each of these states, they have different methods of controlling their population. But at the end of the day, they all hang out together, and they're the ones that are winning. How do you feel about the guy who claimed to be a time traveler that was giving advice on crypto? I did a whole video on it. You may want to search it, Bitcoin Time Traveler. I thought it's a cool story, but I got out of all my portfolios in January. Election year is too dangerous to keep playing roulette. You know, that's makes sense. Nano says they're all Freemasons. Exactly. They're all in the same club, guys. You know, come on. They're really trying to protect all their interests as world leaders. You know, so the world leaders, they got each other's back. And each world leader has a different way of manipulating their society. But they see it's obvious that all world leaders are using this as leverage to do all kinds of agendas. You know, there's all kinds of things that you could pull out of this. Good day to David Couch. Shout out to you, David. Boom. CryptoZilla, Jojo Wave, XPO, dropping me lemons over there on D Live, which I'm about to redistribute. And shout out to all viewers there on YouTube. How many people we have on YouTube right now? 21 and 10 on D Live. All right, guys, make sure you go over there to D Live. I'm going to do a redistribution. I'm going to keep this broadcast a little short. But you know what I expect with the legacy system is more downward pressure, and maybe Bitcoin doesn't do anything till after the markets and the legacy system settled out. Big shout out to Smokane. I'm gonna go ahead and redistribute these lemons before I tune out. $10 from Currency 365 with the super chat. Those who got my 4 stocks on Patreon for stock market crash are up huge, and Tezos and Chainlink holding great. Kaboom. Yeah, kaboom to you. I don't know what those stocks were because I haven't checked those out. But guys, go check out the Currency. He always drops me $5 and keeps it moving. I appreciate you, Currency. Thank you so much. Stay strong out there. Kaboom, I'm over here with the young gunner, Baby Champagne. He was crying because Dad is busy working. Could you say something, Baby Champagne, little boomer? Okay. You want to press the button? You want to press the button? Press the bunny. You see the bunny? Let's look at the bunny. Okay, let's look at the bunny. Guys, he wants to play with the bunny. He loves the funny bunny. Press the button. No, that's not the one. Yeah. This one. Look at the bunny. There you go, guys. Yeah, the little guy, he loves the little bunny. Do you like the teddy bear? The baby bear? Ah. Little champ already sniping out the funny bunny. Yeah, I'm his crypto daddy, that's for sure.
It's working.
It's working, yeah.
Yes. Cow.
The Bitcoin bull is a cow. It's a bull, not a cow.
Moo.
Moo. All right, guys. If there's no comments or questions, I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy your... you want to press the bunny again? All right. No, that's the wrong one. It's this one. This one. All right. Big moo to all my Bitcoin boomers. All my moomers. All right, now he's pressing all the buttons. Shout out to Trees, guys. I'm gonna keep it going so I can chill out with the little man. But stay strong out there. The little man is not scared about the corona. Neither should you. So moo and a funny bunny. Shout out to Trees, Smokane, and the rest of the boomers. Stay strong out there. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne. Thanks for tuning in.